Hey guys, it's Ben, the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today we're going to take a closer look at some California gold tokens and how to tell the difference between the gold tokens and the not gold tokens, right? Because at the end of the day, most of these things just kind of look the same to someone who's kind of a novice, and it can be kind of hard to tell the difference, especially since these things are so stinking tiny. And we're going to take a closer look at them so that you can have an understanding visually what the tokens look like and what the actual California gold pieces look like. So let's go ahead and I think first we got to look at the ones that are the actual gold tokens. So I'm going to put this down because this is not. So the ones that are traded and collected in large order, the ones that you can get certified, they will say the denomination and they'll say cal on them, right? So $1/4 cal. Here we go. $1/4, 1871. The tokens usually will have a denomination and they'll say California gold or something like that. There's a lot of different ones out there. California gold. All these tokens say California gold. The ones that are actual coins will usually say the word dollar or doll. You know, the tokens usually don't actually have the word dollar or doll on it. Dude, look at the toning on that guy. Woo, that's fun. That's lots of fun. So it's really interesting to me. These coins they're super tiny, they're super thin, and so they've got all kinds of funky characteristics that go on in these things. And actually, the real ones oftentimes have a lot going on once you look close. Like on this one here, there's you see the circular pattern, almost like a record. All right, I just like half of you like, what's a record? So, but you see those lines; those are not scratches. That was from when the planchet was created. You know, it's got these perfect circular lines on them. And most of these were manufactured in the 1870s with real gold, and so they're very soft and they have really funky characteristics to them. The tokens oftentimes are a lot more stable looking, kind of plain looking. They don't have a lot of the same characteristics that you'll see. They were actually manufactured mostly after the 1870s, and a lot of them have a very static look to them, a very consistent look. Now, occasionally you'll find these and they'll actually be gold, but most of these are actually just gold fill. So when they're struck and they're new and they're gold fill, they actually look gold, but usually they are not. You see the consistency in all these ones that are just tokens? You know, they all have a very consistent look. This one has a little bit of the, some of the cuds on them and little rim breaks from the stars to the edge. And once you get a look at the original ones, though, you'll see all kinds of funky cuts and die clash marks and things like that. There are a ton of varieties on these guys. It's really, really, really a specialized area. That one's pretty. I like that one. So for those of you who collect these, who have never heard of these, those of you who collect these already know all this stuff. So let me just tell you the different. I don't do my math wrong here. I already did my math wrong. Let's just run through the different varieties on these. I have kind of a sampling here, but they're made in 3 denominations. So you've got the $1/4, the $1/2, and the $1, and they're made in both round and octagonal, right? So round and octagonal. Round. All right. And they are also made in Indian, and Liberty, right? So it's like art at its best right there. So to collect a typeset, yeah, you need 12. You need a round Indian, a round Liberty for quarters, octagonal Indian, octagonal Liberty, round half Indian, round half Liberty, octagonal Indian, and Liberty for the half, and for the dollar round. Or you get the idea. So that's just for a typeset, right? So if you wanted just one of each type, you buy 12 different coins. And by the way, a fun little area to try to collect, right? So here's what I mean. So this is octagonal, Liberty, quarter dollar, right? And so here's an octagonal Indian, quarter dollar. And here's a round Indian, quarter dollar. So I've got 3 different types here on these guys. So, you know, without having the experience of knowing exactly what you're looking at, these can be pretty difficult to tell the difference. I mean, for the novice, even as I show you these, you know, it's kind of hard to know just by looking at them. But hopefully you get kind of a look and feel for what the real ones look like. When I first learned how to do these, it was all based only on sight. You know, you just after a while, if you look at a lot of the real ones, you realize that the not real ones, they look totally different. You know, they've got a completely different look and feel to them. The level of engraving, by the way, is very different. I mean, if you just compare a couple of these design elements one to another, you can just see, you know, the tokens look kind of chintzy, shall we say. And the original ones have a pretty nice look to them overall. So fun area to collect and get into, and you guys can tell right away when you look at this one. Again, here we go. This is the token. This is not the actual coin. So for the most part, you know, the coins will have denominations on them, and we'll actually say dollar. And the tokens usually are devoid of one of those two things. Sometimes it'll say, you know, dollar, but it won't have the denomination. It won't say half or quarter. Lots of times they just say California gold. So let me know if you guys collect these. You can leave your comments down below. And thanks for watching. I've been the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.